All right. Okay, now we got it. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Okay, sorry, I tried to switch on my camera, but it was actually not able. Okay. We are encountering some technical issue, right? So I hope you can hear me. Okay, let me see. I think I'm back to, let me do some admin first. Okay. Thank you. Yes, I can do it now. All right. Thank you very much. Sorry for that. Okay, can you hear me, everyone? Good evening. Can someone type in? Checkbox should be open. Let me see. Yes, checkbox is open. Oh, I saw the raise hand. Raise hand also can. Thank you very much. Now, a very warm welcome to our online seminar. And before I continue, every one of you saw there's a QR code on the right of the PowerPoint. Can I have every one of you to actually scan and join into our Telegram channel? Because we will be posting a lot of all our schedule so that you don't miss all the event. And at the same time, we're also posting a lot of encouragement messages as well as case studies for everyone to learn. So please do so. And in case you are not able to join via scanning, I'm going to post a link. You can also click and then join via the link. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, while I actually continue, I'm Stanley. I'll be your host for tonight's event. I'm certified UCMHP Master Trainer and Professional Master Analyst. I'm extra trained. I used to be a technical person. So some of you might ask, Stanley, why do you actually change from a technical trade to a trainer and an analyst? I'm going to share with you within my introduction segment. Right. Now, before I move on, can I have every one of you to type in, say hi to Dr. Bernard and state where are you from? Can you do that? Okay, because Dr. Bernard is a very interactive person, so he will love to have connection with his audience. And at the same time, also make yourself as comfortable as possible. Can you do that? I encourage everyone to do it. Right? Just like we are meeting old friends, right? So more relaxed. Thank you. And some of you actually choose to type in only to host and panelists. Why not you share with everyone? Okay? We meet here is not by chance. It is always a calling that every one of you meet here. Okay. My friend, the world is still full of uncertainties that I believe many of you know that. Okay. Despite that we are actually seems like back to normal, right? Seems like COVID-19, some of you might think that COVID-19 is over, but I think recently all the cases, you know that it's not, right? And government start to say that, hey, in crowded area, you have to actually put on your mask, try to do our parts. And on top of that, there's geopolitical tension and also some other uncertainties and challenges that causes us to say, when are these all going to go away? So some of you get frustrated, and even you might actually got some mental stress or depression and so on. And that is why I believe some of you are here tonight trying to look for a right direction, okay, and taking the right measure, moving ahead. Am I right? Despite all this, I believe everybody as well also can agree with me, life still go on. So if I ask you if you wish to have a happy, healthy, and prosperous life from this very day, so what is or are the areas that you would love to have a breakthrough? It can be in any areas of our life. Hi, Hui Qing. But I'm going to help you with 3 simple questions. The first one is, if you are wondering about your career prospects, you might be in a career crossroad, moving forward or stay put, or which career I'm supposed to move on, especially at the end of the year, some of you might actually plan for future. You say that I want to change my track. So which area to go into? So if career is your concern, please type a C. What about second area? Second area is you might be into business or you plan to start a business. So amid current uncertainties, you might be wondering yourself, how are you going to keep your business sustainable, afloat? So if that is the case, type in a B for business. What about third area? If you are looking for a solution to a relationship, be it at home, workplace, or with your business partner, especially so during this current uncertainties time. So if that's the case, type in a R for relationship. It can even be all the three. My friend out there, I encourage you to type in, because if you are sincere, honest to yourself, open to the universe, and most importantly, Dr. Bernard is looking at the checkbox. So with your contribution, he will have a good ideas which area most people are having a concern. Therefore, it can give a very focused advice, and that's going to benefit every one of you. I have been there before, so he got me. Now, thank you for doing that. Wow, yes, I saw more people participating, which is good. And I also want to encourage, because I have waiting for that. We are also live in YouTube. So if you join us in YouTube, please join us here, Zoom. Because at the later part of the event, Dr. Bernard is going to do live analysis for lucky participants, and it will be chosen from Zoom. All right. So with that, thank you very much. Now, I have been there many years ago, my friend out there, because these are all very common problems, especially nowadays. I used to be a technical person. I used to be a safety officer, even before COVID-19. But back then, I keep on asking myself, is that going to be my ultimate career, or can I actually do something else that make myself feel fulfilling and more happy? Fortunate for me, I came to meet my mentor, Dr. Bernard. So he helped me find my right path in doing things that I'm passionate about. That is why I'm here sharing with you my experience. Most importantly, I also able to anticipate challenges, not just opportunities, that allow me to actually take the right predictive measure to prevent it from getting out of control. How many of you would love to have this life-changing skill? And another area is also everybody is hopeful to improve his relationship. So me and my wife able to understand ourselves better, and our relationship improved a lot. So again, how many of you would love to know this life-changing skill? I want you to type in 111 111. Okay, I take the lead of doing that. Yes, thank you very much for 111. Awesome. Now, Dr. Bernard have helped thousands of trainees, friends, and relatives, even strangers like you, unleash their hidden potential and ultimately achieving their life goal. So you can be the next one. Yes, you can be. So before Dr. Bernard have received multiple international awards. And in the year 2013, he was conferred with his first honorary Doctor of Philosophy in Human Capital Development and Human Profiling. Last year, he received his second honorary doctor, and that this time is of science. So 2 honorary doctor, which means that his research can really help all mankind. And Dr. Bernard used to be a police officer. That's one of the reasons why he wants to help everyone, because he saw so many unnecessary tragedies. So finally, before I invite Dr. Bernard, can I ask, how many of you want to learn this? Want to know, hey, what is this all about? Type in a 888. For Chinese, it's prosperous, prosperous, and prosperous. Right? Awesome. And yeah. So for that is great. Or for all the 888, for every one of you, let us welcome my mentor, Dr. Bernard. Good evening, Dr. Bernard. It's all yours.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, I think I'm mute. I'm okay now. Yeah, I can. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mrs. Stanley, for the kind introduction, and also our back end helping out. And also, most important thing is you, because if you are not here today, I will be talking to myself. All right. Thank you so much. So many people ask me, right, Dr. Bernard, uh, why human being we have so many problems? Right. That's why just now when Mr. Stanley Key asked, what are your area of concern, career, business, or relationship? So I see here quite a couple of you type in the 3 areas. Some of you type in 2 areas. Today, a lot of people type in CBR, means 3 challenges that you want to know. Yes, I'm going to cover all this today. And most important thing is before I start again, I'd like to say good evening. Good evening to those people just joining us. Okay, thank you so much. Yes. So why do we have so many problems? Why? So the answer is because there is no character profiling system in the global market. There is no character profiling system. Second thing is that because we lack something called clarity. Because there is no character profiling system, we lack something called clarity of who we are. So I'm going to share with you why are there so many typical problems? And what is the global problems here? So over here, I want to start off with academic. Now, academic, I put it first because every one of us here knows that to go into a university, rather, you need to have very good academic results. The better academic result you have, the better university you can go into. Am I right? But you know something, research have shown that despite uh, undergrads changing their major on the second year, majority of them graduates with degrees that they find that it's not relevant to who they want to become in their career, business, investment, or startup. So this is very sad because to have a degree, you must have paid a lot of money all the way right to university. But at the end of the day, you find that your degree is not relevant. So what is the main problem again? The main problem is because there is no character profiling system to help you to identify your career, business, investment pathways. And then this will lead you to something called career challenges. And career challenges, some of you go into business, investment, or startup. Again, research showed that many people fail miserably in this area. All these will sum up and add up to something called health challenges. I look around you, everybody, many people are sick, they are not feeling well, stressed, and others. And this will affect definitely your wealth creation. So many of you are having challenges in creating your wealth. So looking out the windows, you see that some people are actually doing very well. So you start to question yourself, what have you done wrong? Why some people work so little, but they make more money? So is it coincidence or is it destiny? So you begin to doubt yourself, and many felt guilty about themselves. And this will also affect your family challenges. So if you have problems, understanding your family members, and then the communication breakdown, and then it will cause a lot of relationship problem. And worse still, everybody, all these will lead to something called stress. So I want you to look at the word stress. It can dance in your body. So a lot of people ask me this question, Dr. Bernard, what is stress? What is stress? So I like to use my own words to describe stress. Stress is the gap. Stress is the gap between what you expect and what is real. The bigger the gap, the bigger the stress level. And stress, if it's not managed, it becomes anxiety, depressions, mental illnesses, suicidal thoughts, and chronic diseases. So all these accumulated, and it becomes something called toxic. So what is toxicity? Toxicity is lack of clarity of who you are actually. So toxicity is about pain and suffering. And research also showed that 95% of people died because of illnesses from stress related. 95%. That means to say that only 5% of people really die of old age. And this is very, very scary. But before I go further, I'd like to make a disclaimer because our trainees who attended my training and yet do not take actions on what they have learned may not reap the successful benefits. Why, everybody? Because successful people take action. So you were told to take action. So many of you took actions. You go to the internet and find out how to grow rich, right? How to do how to have passive income and others. So you go and search for it. And you know something? The more you ask, the more you learn, the worse you become. The worse you become. I make a research with many people. They say, yeah, actually their problems are very small, but because they want to have more, they want to have what other people have, so they go out there and find, right, businesses, investment, and they lost their hard-earned money. Many people told me that they lost their hard-earned money. Now, every one of you, because you took the wrong action. So successful people don't just take action. You have to take instant and predictive action. So I want you to look at this, the word instant and predictive. What does it mean? Action that can help you to make the right everyday decisions. Action that can help you to attract the right people to your life, the right business partners. Action that can help you to get rid of energy suckers. There are a lot of energy suckers out there, and you have to be very, very careful. Don't get scammed with others. So this is something that I want to share with you, right? And I have been doing this for the past 15 years already. If you go YouTube and check it out, so many people talking about it, even lawyers and others. They give me testimonies, businessmen, business owners. Right? Why is it so, everybody? Because I teach them how to take instant and predictive action that actually to have what they are supposed to have. And if you go for what you are supposed to have, you will have abundance. And this is exactly how I help many people to achieve instant and predictive success. Now, I also want you to take part because over the past 15 years, like I say, people who came to this Founders Masterclass, I asked them to type in, right? I want to take instant and predictive action. Just by doing that action itself, you are reminding yourself that you want to take instant and predictive action that can help you to grow and grow and grow. So I want you to type in the word, I want to take instant and predictive action. And I want you to do this and tell yourself every day 3 times, and you see what happens, right? Because your mind is very powerful. But if your mind combined with your heart to do things even more powerful. So type in the word, I want to take instant and predictive action. Why? Because I'm going to show you this lady, Miss Grace. So she came to the Founders Masterclass just like you. And what happened is that she took instant and predictive action. And what happened was within 3 months, she had 2 properties. Now she has 3 properties in her name. It is so important, everybody. You need to take instant and predictive action that can help you to attract abundance. So those of you who have not typed it in, I want you to type in the word, I want to take instant and predictive action. You know why? Because in 1 minute, I just want you to listen to what Aisha have to say, just in 1 minute.
My life tends to have like more direction. I am more focused on the direction that I need to take. So hi, I am Aisha. Before I joined Dr. Bernard's class, actually I worked in engineering line. I find that line is a bit quite tiring for me, and I only begin to understand why when I joined Dr. Bernard's course to learn more about my numerologist, and that is when I realized that the element doesn't really support my element. He is very concerned to all his students. He really wants his students to learn as much as possible from him. I begin to even know the hidden potential that is in me and what are my weaknesses that I need to manage. So in a way that it is very good for me in terms of growing my character, my personal being. I would like more people to get to know about this wonderful knowledge, especially to the Malay community, which I think they lack exposure in this. So I would like them to know that this has nothing to do with religions or superstitious stuff. So it is something that it will be benefits them if they happen to know about this knowledge. So thank you, Dr. Bernard, for your knowledge and the guidance that you have given me so far.
Thank you, Aisha. Now, everybody, you heard about what Aisha said. She actually was in engineering field. But the very first day she started working, she realized that it's not for her. And she continued working and she found that this is not for her, really not for her. So she went to stress and she was very upset that the degree she has is not relevant. Now, during COVID-19, she actually got to know us and she came with the father. So glad to share with you that the father now said that my daughter is now very happy to do what she's doing, right? She changed her career and the family business was actually what suited her most and she didn't know. So the father said, finally, I see the smile in my daughter again. Now, what she just did was she took instant and predictive action. Right, I'm going to show you in 1 minute, right? Just 1 minute. What Elson have to say?
My left tends.
Hi, my name is Elson and I'm in the area of people training development and events. I think spending many years in the area of working with people, I've always been very interested in understanding people, and the first person I really want to know is of course myself. When I got introduced to this model UCMHP, I just hop onto it, and after Dr. Bernard sharing, it just got me curious and therefore I'm here. When I start to understand more in the class with the teaching in a very interactive way by Dr. Bernard, it starts to make sense, and more than making sense, it actually tells the story of my life when looking at my numbers. And I think the biggest thing that come across to me is that he is a person that is sincere in really helping everybody fulfill their potential and to support you in really overcoming any obstacles that's in your way or to capitalize on any opportunities of success that is coming. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Bernard.
Thank you, Elson. Now, everybody, you heard what Elson had to say, right? See what he has said. Now, Elson actually was a event manager. So during COVID-19, he doesn't have business. Just like Aisha, they actually came to the class together, right? I mean, they don't know each other, but they came to the class at the same time. So what happened is that he realized something interesting, is that actually now that he knows who he is, he can capitalize on opportunities. You see, when you know who you are, we all have actually choices. So he said to me, now I know what are my choices. I don't need to worry about whether there is COVID-19 or not. So this is exactly what I said to you, that people who took instant and predictive action by just knowing who they are very successful people, right? Because they are gifted with the right tools. So the problem here is that the tools given to them by us is called character profiling system that we have developed. So you can see that there is a lot of global problems there. So there is no character profiling system. So I just want to share with you some of the commonly used profiling methodologies in the global market and their shortfalls. So before I continue, I just want to share with you, there was this great Greek philosopher. His name is none other than Socrates. So Socrates said, every one of you here needs to know 3 things about yourself. The first thing he said is your behaviors. Number 2 is your personality. And number 3 is your character. And he said, we must know how to administer our behaviors. Because if you don't know how to administer, it will become our personality. And he said, if you don't know how to manage your personalities, it becomes your character, and the outcome is always heartache and pain. So you see, again, there is no character profiling system. So I'm going to share with you now. If you know this profiling methodology called MBTI, every one of you who knows this knows that they are talking about personality science, not character science. And then you have something called neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP. It talks about behavioral science, not character. And then you might have heard about Ocean 5 or Big 5 personalities, again, about personalities. Now, many of you might know something called Cartel 16 PF. PF stands for personality factors. Now, personality factors, not character science. And then you have something called Enneagram. Now, Enneagram talks about 9 big personalities. And then you have something called DISC profiling, which is very popular, right, in HR departments and others. But DISC is talking about behavioral science. So behavior versus personality versus character. Okay? What is so important about character profiling? So in a short while, I'm going to share with you. And this was never shared before by anybody. So I'm going to share with you this. Now, over here, I want to share with you the global problems about all these profiling methodologies. Short form number 1 is that they only go for personality and behavioral traits. Only focus on that. And then must answer questions or you go for a test. Thus, there is an element of self-bias or guesswork. And the next thing you must know is that no profiling methodologies can do profiling for babies or children. Yes, no profiling methodologies in the global market can do profiling for babies and children. So how? No profiling. Now, if there's a methodology in the market now that can help you to actually do profiling for children or babies, and the accuracy is much, much higher than behavioral or personality science. The question here is that how many of you would like to learn this? If you think that, hey, this is something that I want to know, give me a 222. 22, type in 222 means let's talk about it. Hey, I want to hear you talking about this. It's something very, very interesting, right? And then what happened is that prior to COVID-19, we actually started a company in Malaysia, and we took part in many, many educational exhibitions. Now, there are so many profiling methodologies such as pupil profiling, fingerprint profiling, DNA profiling, face reading, palm reading, and neuro-linguistic programming, and many others that ask questions, but none of them can do for children, right? So interestingly, we won the best child profiling because the organizer was very, very curious. Say, how come, right? There are so many people doing profiling, but which is the best? So we won the best profiling system in Malaysia. Now, the next thing I want you to all to know is that many psychological frameworks out there in the market, they only focus on those suffering from very, very serious mental health issues. Now, what about the people who actually encounter tremendous stress due to their typical problems in their everyday lives? These people are left completely helpless because there is no profiling methodologies to help them. And over here it says, right, the global problem, short form number 2. So by itself, all the profiling methodologies you see there in the market, the connection to the core essence of who we really are is restricted, which means to say that you want to know who exactly you are, your strength, your weakness, your innate abilities was never told to you. And there's no profiling methodologies called character profiling. So I'm going to share with you here, and I'm going to prove to you that these are all science. They are all based on science, and there's no religion, no superstition. So I want you to stay tuned, right? Now, so one reason is because there is no character profiling tools. The second reason, everybody, is that many people didn't know that the whole universe is built upon numbers. So Pythagoras said, Pythagoras, if you all know that he is the founder of Pythagoras theorem, a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. He said the whole universe is built upon numbers. And he said, you need to know mathematical science calculations. You need to know numbers. Why? Because he said mathematics and numbers control our lives, not just at the microscopic or cellular level. It also controls us at the macroscopic level of our life. That means you say that your everyday lives, whatever you do, is being controlled by mathematics and numbers. And yet, nobody had found this yet until I came into the picture. So I'm going to share with you how true this is. Every morning, first thing you wake up, look at the clock. Now, I want you to imagine if this clock, there's no numbers, right? Not for 1 day, 2 days, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. What about the second thing you want to know, today is which day, which month, and which year? Imagine if there's no numbers over the next 10, 20 years. And I want you to know that every measurement out there in the global market, everything there is a measurement. And every measurement comes with numbers. So is your credit card. So is the indices in the stock market. So is the profit and loss. Above all, anything you do, I want to go into in business and others, everything is about profits numbers. So numbers is so crucial that we don't know. There's another aspect that numbers are so important and so essential that we need to know is about our character numbers. And numbers play a very vital role in our life. So I want you to see this actually, right? There are different kind of jobs available in the market. Because you don't know who you are, and because you just guess, and because you go to university because your parents pay for you, you study, come up, you get a not relevant degree. So life becomes very, very frustrating. And because you need to survive, you need money, you work hard just for the money. But many people are not enjoying it. So I want you to see here, are you a chef? You're born a chef, but you don't know and you're trying to become a police officer. Or are you born to become a police officer but trying to become a medical doctor? Or are you born a sportsman trying to become somebody else? So do you know that there are many other jobs out there that actually better appreciates you and give you more rewards? And I found this to be very interesting. That's why I started my research in 2008. So I'm going to share with you, your character, has something called your innate character intrinsic values. Your character also has your inborn skills, your inborn strengths and weaknesses, your hidden talents and potentials, including your innate abilities. And yet, nobody tells us. And because nobody tells us how mathematics or numbers are, we suffered over and over again because we are being controlled by all these numbers. And there is a frequency and formula we need to know, but nobody teaches us all this. So you see, in 2008, I came into the picture and I've helped many people to better their life just by knowing their character traits. So over here, I just want to share with you the global problem. The global problem is because there's lack of in-depth knowledge about the importance of mathematics and numbers in the profiling system in the modern world. So this is actually a discovery by a Singaporean, and that's me, right? And over here, I'm going to share with you, every one of you listen carefully, because this is about you and you and you, and nobody else. So in all religious books, it said that it is you and you and you, and nobody else that can make you happy or sad. So I want you to look at this, your universal character archetypes. What is the meaning of archetypes? The origin of you. The origin of you when you're born. Who are you born to be? So may I ask this question? How many of you don't know that you are born a champion with champion qualities? Type in 333. That means, Dr. Bernard, I didn't know that I'm born a champion with champion qualities. Can you enlighten me enough? Type in 333. Wow, we have quite a number of people. Huh? Yeah, 333. So fun. Wow. No. Kara. Yeah, Jaya. Wow, so many of you don't know. Joseph. Wow, so many of you. So let me go back to biology. In biology, we all know that only one sperm that get into the egg that can have us. what happened to the remaining sperms? They all died within 48 hours. But you know something? When you want to go into the egg, there are so many other sperms, but you ran so fast, you swam so fast rather, swam, pop, you get into the egg, and the seeding took place, and your heart begins to develop. Now I want you to take 1 minute to think about it. If you are not number one, what happened? You are not here today. Somebody else will be here, am I right? Now, because you swam so fast, you get into the egg, you are born a champion with champion qualities. There are millions or billions of sperms, they say, but you came in first. I'm just going to give you an example of 3 very famous people. The first one is Michael Jordan. The second one, David Beckham, footballer. Michael Jordan is a basketball player. And then we have maybe Tiger Woods who play golf. And these are all legends, everybody. I want you to imagine, you think if Michael Jordan would have played football with David Beckham, do you think he can play better than him? No, I don't think so. Michael Jordan, if he played golf, do you think he can play better than Tiger Woods? So like vice versa, if David Beckham would have played basketball, do you think he will play better? So I just want to give you this scenario to ask yourself, right? Do you know who you are? Do you know that maybe there's a job out there, a business of investment that actually better appreciates you? But the global problem is that there is no character profiling system. Now, every one of us has a character number. And our character comes in a mathematical science formula. We also have something called a mathematical science frequency, who we are. But this was never taught to us, was never taught to us. I want you now to pay attention and look at mathematical science formula. So your character has a mathematical science formula. What is it about? It is about your core essence of character. Your core essence of character. Exactly, precisely who you are. Your true identity. Your true identity. So you need to have clarity of your true identity, which was never revealed to anybody because nobody discovered that. Then, so over here, I want to share with you that your character has your true identity. It has also a mission and vision. There is a mission and vision and a purpose in life, why you are here. And every one of us also have different cultures and values. And we also have a meaning to be here. There is a reason why we are here. And with this itself, then we have our choice. We all have our choices, everybody. But it was never told to us. So you went out there in search of who you are. And you try many jobs. You try many businesses and others. And then you got into relationship problem. You got so many challenges because you don't know who you are. You don't know who others are also. So it's so chaotic. The whole world is very chaotic, very fractured. Wow, so many challenges. Why? Because, again, there is no character profiling. Now, over here, mathematical science frequency. So we all have a frequency in us. Just like mobile phone has frequency. Now, where does the frequency come from in your mobile phone? It comes from the satellite that actually connected to the control room. And with all these big cables underground, that actually comes to you. The frequency comes to you. Now, I want you to pay attention to the next word I'm going to say. Wireless. There is no wire attached. There is no wire attached. Your frequency comes from the connection of the satellite and the control room, and these big cables on the ground that brings you the frequency wireless. Then you might be asking yourself, where do you come from? Now, many of you mistook that you thought that you inherited your character from your ancestor. Actually, no. you actually borrow your character from the universe. When we die in the form of a soul with the character traits inside. We have to go back to where we come from, the source, which is called the light, L-I-G-H-T. So deep inside the universe, there's something called the light. At the pinnacle of the triangle, there are 9 verses. So at the pinnacle, there's a light. This light, everybody, gives out frequency. This light is something every one of us call our Almighty, our God. So God gives out frequency. We are the frequency from the universe. Now, if you understand this, you will understand that we have science formula. And formula, mathematical science formula, has something called energy, right? So to a mobile phone, the energy is actually the battery. So if the battery is flat, you have to recharge, after which you can use again. But we human beings, we don't have battery. So what do we have? Now we have something called qi, Qi. So what is qi, everybody? Qi is a synergistic structure called life force. Life force. So every one of us have a life force. And in this life force, it is consists of nothing else but cells. Our whole body is made up of cells. And every cell, every living cells, there is an electricity which are bonded together so that we are connected to the universe. To prove that this is true, when your qi stop, you die already. So your qi, 24 hours is actually is alive. So here again, qi is a synergistic structure called life force. So you have a mathematical science frequency that has energy which has vibrations, resonance, magnetic field, wave and rhythm, exactly like the mobile phone. So we are the frequency from the universe. So over here, please pay attention because I am about to share with you your masterpiece. You are born a masterpiece. You are born with innate abilities to do what you do best. But because you don't know, so I want you to pay attention because I'm about to give you the master key to your life. Using mathematical science calculations, using science to describe. And the good thing is we are using this, using digitalized AI and also big data analytics to show you. So this is something very powerful. The technology is so powerful that this is actually, we are talking about your character now, who you are. So every one of you, I want you to see here, right? So before you came, some of you have seen our metrics and others, right? So, but a lot of people didn't know what is the most powerful and most important numbers in your lifetime. Now, many people say number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. No, the most powerful and most important numbers in your lifetime is none other than your birthday. Now, do you know that your birthday is so powerful and most important? Nobody knows because nobody has done this research. Now, when you were born, everybody got promoted and everybody celebrates. I want you to ask yourself, why aren't you born 3 days before or 3 days after? Why were you born on the day you were born? How come every birthday, every one of us celebrates with birthday cakes, with friends and others? We rejoice. We are so happy. We felt so blessed. Why is it so, everybody? So I want you to ask yourself also, why aren't you born 10 years later? So if you know that we are the frequency from the Almighty, from the God up there, we are the frequency. So many of you will be asking me, Dr. Bernard, are you trying to tell me that people born the same day, same month, and same year they have the same destinations. Am I right? Some of you will be asking, want to ask me, right? But because we use extensive data, use for algorithm analytics, AI, and now we are using machine learning also. We are also able to detect using these data and integrate into your birth time. So we did it, and we did it very successfully using Pythagoras theorem. So I'm going to share with you now the global solution. So you have a problem there. The problem is that there is no character profiling. The problem is that nobody knows that mathematics and numbers are so important. So now we have this Singapore's discovery. So I would like to share with you how I successfully discovered the methodology called character profiling system that has helped many people, including myself, Mr. Stanley, and like what Mr. Stanley does now say, many other people that I don't even know, to achieve instant and predictable success. So I want you to pay attention now because we are talking about you. Who are you? So give me a chance to explain to you in science who you are, right? Now, why do I want to share this then? Like what Mr. Stanley Yee said to you just now, I used to be a police officer. Yes, I do. And I developed ulcer problem, gastric problem, and I actually resigned from the police force. When I resigned from the police force, I went into business straight away. And what happened was, my first business, I was doing very, very, very well. But when I did very well, I see other people do other businesses and they were making more money than me. I get so tempted that I want to go into the business. And I went into many of these businesses that were making more money than me. But I failed miserably. But how come these people continue to make money? So I ponder and ponder and ponder, and I started to go into research to find out what make people tick. Why some people do so little make more money? Why some people do business first time right, while many other people struggle? Now, in the process of going to many other businesses or people are doing, I almost became a bankrupt. Fortunately, my family members helped me out. But whether bankrupt or about to be bankrupt, everybody is no joke because many people suffer with you. And I have many relatives, friends, and trainees who told me that they became bankrupt, and not only that, their spouse or their children left them, and they're left alone. And it's no joke, everybody. So I started the journey into character profiling. And when I was making a research on the internet, there was this lady professor who said that in this world, there's such a thing called character profiling system. But nobody has developed this yet or found this yet. And that actually motivated me and inspired to do more and to do more research into this area. And I want to tell you that I found the formula that actually can help you to live the life that belongs to you. And it becomes so essential that you need to know about who you are. I'm very curious who wants to know this formula and think that this formula might actually help you to know yourself better and to grow and grow and grow and be very successful. Give me a 444. Hey, Dr. Bernard, let's see. 4 is seeing. Let's see what you have here for us. Give me a thank you for your 444. Now, every one of you, the formula is know thyself. So Greek philosophers said, know yourself. And 3 things you need to know. Know your behaviors, how to administer your behaviors. Because if you don't know how to administer your behaviors, it becomes your personality. And if you don't know how to manage your personality, it becomes your character. And 3 things is the cause, effect, and outcome. we need to understand the cause, effect, and outcome of our life. What causes our problem? What are the symptoms? How to have the best outcome in life? And my research shows something very powerful. It is about the foundation of your life. You need to have clarity of the foundation of your life. And I have this formula now in hand that help many, many people. And I have a community of more than 50,000 people now. Right? So I want to share with you this because when I found this formula, and like I said, I almost became bankrupt. And I don't want my daughters, I've got two daughters to be like me. My two daughters now have a blueprint of who they are. They know their roadmap and they're doing very well in their career. And when I developed this for myself, within 2 to 3 years, less than 3 years, I make more than $3 million. And you can do the same thing because I just based on who am I to do what I should do. And if you focus on what you should do, you get a very focused result and it's predictable. So over here, I just want to share with you, right? I don't want you to go in circle in life. So when or once you have clarity of your heart and your mind, who you are, you don't need to go in circle in life. It is not true that you have to go in circle in life, go in circle in life, and it's very frustrating, everybody. You can have a balance, but again, you need the formula. So I found the formula, and I want to share with you tonight the formula, right? So now, I'm going to share with you the global solutions continue, the evolution of Singapore's discovery character profiling system, how I successfully integrate the essence of 7 scientifically proven profiling methodologies into one. So if you see here who we are, so I am the founder of Pythagoras character development theory using the theory of Pythagoras theorem. And I actually integrate into neuro-linguistic programming, Cartel 16PF, MBTI, Enneagram, Ocean 5, DISC, using the essence of it. So I put into a comparison chart. I put together all the common factors, which are the essence. And those factors which are not common, I took it away. So now we have a system called 9UCA, which is actually trademarked and now undergoing patent rights by our lawyers. Our lawyers are helping us. So I just want to share with you, this is actually a Singapore's discovery, a breakthrough and evolution of world #1 digitalized character profiling system. It's a profiling system that actually using AI and machine learning. So what we do is that we actually, based on our own proprietary Pythagorean character development theory, and we actually align it with 7 well-known profiling systems. And our profiling system goes much deeper into the human psyche. And not only that, we can detect and profile 8 billion people and beyond. That means everybody, anybody, we can actually do the profile. Now, to do this, we need very extensive data used for profiling algorithm, AI, scientific research, and big data analytics. So now we have this system. Now, the next thing is the system is actually very, very, very simple, very clear. But most important thing is that instantly predictable. And not only that, very easy to access, and accuracy is 90% and above, where nobody dare to boast about it. Now, I didn't boast about this. It's my trainees who told me our methodology is really, 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 really very accurate. And my trainees here include medical doctors, surgeons, Chinese physicians, psychologists, psychiatrists, hypnotherapists, scientists, psychotherapists, teachers, police officers, and many, many, many more. And the most important thing also, you need to know that we make it very affordable that everybody can learn. Everybody, every family, there should be somebody who must know what is character profiling system. So it's a system that everybody needs to have. Now, over here, I just want to share with you, right? So after I successfully integrate the 7 scientifically proven profiling methodologies with the Pythagorean mathematical science calculations. So everybody see on the right-hand side, you have the 7 profiling systems out there. And then I integrate using the metric of view on the left-hand side. And then we call this 9UCA. The algorithm is so powerful that the accuracy is very, very precise. So when I do that, the connection to the core essence of who we really are increased tremendously. But most important thing, every one of you take a look at this, it becomes instantly predictable. Now, saying is not good enough. And towards the end of this presentation, I'm going to choose 3 people that I don't even know. That means it could be you. And I'm going to do a live reading. Many people told me not to do live reading because many people will say that, oh, not true, wrong. But then, because over the past 15 years, I have never failed to say, to predict wrongly about somebody. I always predicted correctly. It's not that I know how to predict, but because it comes in numbers, and everybody said I'm correct. So I want to put this to a test later on, and I want you to attest to it. I want you to attest how accurate this system is, right? To do that, I just want to share with you the global discovery. So the importance of character profiling. Now, everybody pay attention to this because this is the first time that many of you will experience character profiling system. So what is so important about character profiling? What is character then? So because character is the essence of who we really are as individuals, who we really are, the essence of it. The second thing is character refers to the unique combinations of our values, our beliefs, and our actions. And it says here, character encompasses our personality and behavioral strengths and weaknesses, hidden talents, innate abilities, blind spot. And it says here, character, right? If you understand it. So understanding our character allows us to leverage on our strengths, work on our weaknesses, uncover our hidden talents, and make the most out of the innate abilities. So you remember, every one of you, that character actually is a bridge to all cultures, to all languages, to all relationships. So character is so important that it was never taught anywhere. Now, I went to Vietnam National University to give a talk. Now the professor wants to co-author a book with me. And they want to research with me in this area because all the head of departments of the university that attended my talks, everybody said, your methodology is so in-depth, so refined, and so easy to learn. So they want me to be there to teach. So over here, I just want to share with you. Many of you want to know the difference between behaviors, personality, or character. In summary, what is it about? So I just want to share with you, in summary, behavior is just like the weather. So the weather, it is always unpredictable. That's why when you go for your DISC profiling or neuro-linguistic programming or any other profiling methodologies, that you need to answer question or go for a test, right? 1 year later, you attempt the same questions. It changes. Why? Because of circumstances. Because it is like the weather, it is very unpredictable. Where else Personality is just like the climax, also unpredictable. Depends on the situation, circumstances. The climax also can change. But there is something that will not change. That is your character. And character is just like the terrain, the landscape. It is predictable and very stable. It's about the landscape, the earth itself. So it is very stable. It is very, very predictable. So if you take a character profiling test, at the end of the day, these character traits will follow you throughout your whole life. Why? Because character is destiny, character is inborn, character is nature. So nature versus nurture. Now everybody say character is terrain, is nature, right? Climax and weather is unpredictable, right? It's not stable. So if you understand this, you understand why many companies fail in their recruitment. Because all the recruitment done in the companies are based on what? Are based on behaviors or personality tests, not character tests. So you know why now a lot of MNCs, they lost so much money every year because the people who are working are not happy because they're in the wrong job. And because they need to survive, they need the money, they stay on the job. But they create a lot of challenges to the company. So now I'm going to share with you something very important. Now you look at the 7 equations that help to change the world by Ian Stewart. Now everybody up to today, so few thousand years already, Pythagoras theorem, it states that a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. It is the #1 theorem in the world, the best equations in the world, because it uses mathematical science calculation to solve a problem or and provide a solution in the real world. So it is so important that you know this because we are using Pythagoras theorem, where it states a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. And you all know that Pythagoras theorem is used to construct building. If you're an architect and you don't use Pythagoras theorem to construct building, the government will never allow you to do it. Why? Because it states how deep is the foundation, how wide is the foundation, upon the mass and volume on top, it must be balanced. If it's not balanced, the building will topple. Am I right? So our methodology, Pythagorean character development theory, is derived from Pythagoras theorem. So over here, the foundations, based on research, based on mathematical science calculations. So a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. You ask the teacher why a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. The teacher will tell you like that means like that, because it's a theorem. Am I right? So Pythagoras theorem is predictable. So I want you to see on the right-hand side below, there is a triangle, and it is a right-angle triangle. So if A is equals to 3, B is equals to 4, can somebody tell me what is C? C is predictable. Anybody who wants to tell me if A equals to 3, B equals to 4, what is C? Anybody knows the answer? Type the answer in. Anybody knows the answer? Okay, the answer is 5. Cannot be any other numbers. It has to be 5, predictable. It cannot be 4.00 and 4.9999. No, it's 5. It's predictable. So over here, every one of you, because it's based on statistics and evidence, and no religion, no superstition, no self-bias or guesswork. 1 is 1, 2 is 1. 1 is 1, 2 is 2. 2 cannot be 1, 1 cannot be 2. Now, 1 plus 2 equals to 3 cannot be 4. So you need to know that mathematics, right, and numbers don't tell lie. They don't tell lie. 1 is 1, 2 is 2. So later on, when I do the life analysis, you will find it very, very, very interesting because you will see the accuracy of this system. Now, the next thing is this. I validated and with statistics that provide empirical evidence backed by data collected over the course of more than 105,000 hours of intensive research and results derived. Not only that, I can detect and profile 8 billion people with over 90% accuracy. I also can map 420,489 type of behaviors, 81 personalities, and 9 universal character archetypes. So the system is so powerful. Now, the next thing I want to share with you is this, the metric of you. Now, every one of you has a metric like this. I want you to pay attention because I'm talking about the foundation of you, who you are. So I'm going to teach you how to interpret the foundation. Now, every one of you look at inside the on top of the square, there's one LMNO, the letters, right? Now, LMNO represents our behaviors. So our behaviors is our dictate our appearance, how we look like, how people perceive us. So I want you to look at me because behaviors including your face. So look at me, I'm smiling. Next, look at me again, I'm very angry. Next, I'm very sad. See, so our behaviors is not very unpredictable. It can change because of circumstances. So it can be nurtured. But PQ represents our personality, and our personality is represented by our body. And our body, we call this body language. And body language is the attitude of life, our attitude. So attitude is our reaction to things, right? So body language. So it can be nurtured also. It can change and can be nurtured. So you walk like a gangster, somebody scold you, right? Ask you to walk decently. Some people like to put your hands on your hip. Some people like to fold your arm. Some people like to point at people like this, right? So many kind of personality, attitudes. It can be nurtured also. Where else everybody see R is your character, and R is just like a diamond. Your character is just a diamond. The more clarity you have about your character, just like diamond, the more clarity, the more values it adds to your life. So you have an intrinsic values, which is your net worth. And this net worth will follow you. If you know, you grow your net worth. If you don't know, at the end of the day, you have nothing. So we have helped many people to understand their character. But our character, personality, and behaviors, there are some differences that you know earlier. But your behaviors and personality comes with strengths and weaknesses. So LMPST is your weaknesses. NOQUV is your strengths. But a lot of people didn't know that within your weaknesses lies your strengths. So when you know what are your inborn or gifted strengths, you know how to manage it, right? There is no more weaknesses. And within your weaknesses lies your strengths. If you know how to overcome and correct your weaknesses, then your whole life, your weaknesses become your strengths. So by just sharing this theory and philosophy of the yin and the yang, the strength and weaknesses, how you can overcome and correct it, your weaknesses, your behaviors, right? Your weaknesses, and how to manage your strengths, many people became very successful overnight in terms of not just career, not just business or investment, family, bonding, relationship, and become more healthy. So I want you to pay attention because this is actually all about you and you and you and nobody else. So the theory here goes that many parents, you nurture your children looking at their behaviors or personality, which is their appearance or their attitude. So if they appear good, their attitude is good, you think they are good. But when they grow up, they did something very wrong and they go to jail. Why? Because you fail to look at their nature, character. And many people goes into relationship looking at only the appearance and the attitude, which is the behaviors and the personality. So after getting married, then you realize that this person got bad character, not honest, right? Bad integrities. It comes from the character. More so, many of you go into investment business or startup, looking at the fundamental analysis. Fundamental means the behaviors, the appearance, or the technical analysis, which is actually the personality and the attitude of the share of the business or the startup. That's why you fail miserably, because you forget to look at the characteristic of the character of the share, which has the intrinsic values. You need to have clarity of the characteristic of the character traits, which many of you fail. So I have been teaching this for the past 15 years, and many people have benefited by just knowing your strengths and weaknesses. And this is all about the cause, effect, and outcome of your life. Now, to have very good outcome of life, number one, you need to know how to administer your behaviors. And you need to know how to manage your personalities, right? You need to that, which is the effect, And the outcome of your life will be always good if you know how to administer your behaviors and manage your personality, right? So over here, I want to share with you that if you know how to correct your weaknesses and master your strengths, then what you have is something called clarity of your instant, predictable life outcome. So many things are actually predictable, but because nobody teaches us, and because we use mathematical science calculations and science and big data algorithm using AI, what we are sharing with here, the accuracy is 90% and above correct. Now we come to something very important now. It's about your metric. The metric of you come with a simple calculations and using mathematical science. We are going to show you the proof that this is really science. But to do this, I have Mr. Stanley Gee to actually do a very quick calculations teaching you. For those people who just join us, you don't know how to do the computations. We'll go through with you about, give us about 2-3 minutes to sum up for you. And while I take a very short break. All right, so Mr. Stanley Gee, please.
Right, thank you, Dr. Bernard. Okay, let me take you through the calculation, and I encourage everyone to follow. Okay, try to follow. Now look at the slide. There are 3 parts of it. The first one on the left, there's the matrix with 26 letters, and in the middle is a skeleton. So I want everyone to quickly draw the skeleton based on the center of the PowerPoint, right? Those circles you want to fill up for the time being. And on the right side, empty space are some instructions for you to follow shortly. Now, let's run through. I want everyone to also take notes that your UCA, 9UCA, the matrix of you, this system is the one and only one in the world that also integrated the 26 letters that we use daily in our life. Right? While A, B is outside left and right of the whole matrix, and C is in the middle of the second half, the bottom square. These 3 positions have special relationship that I'm going to share with you shortly as well. While D, E, F, G, H, I, and J, K, it will have to be in the sequence of day, month, year, and that is your birthday. You cannot put month, day. It has to be day, month, year, right? So quickly use your own birthday and we run through together. The sequence is pretty straightforward. Systematically top down, left to right. Okay, take it a system. Now, L is the sum of your day, DE. So for this case, 16, 1 plus 6 equal to 7. M is the sum of FG, your month. So September is 9. October is 1. 10, split it, 1 plus 0 equal to 1. November is 2. December is 3. And HI is for N. Right? 19th century, everyone is 1. Because 1 plus 9 equal to 10. Split. Every time you see two double digit, split the digit and add again. Got it? Very simple. Because it must be a final single digit. And if millennium 2000 will be 2. JK will be the sum of the position of O. So for this case, 2, 3 equal to 5. Let's say, example, you were born in 1976. 7, 6 add together is 13. Split 1 plus 3 equal to 4. If you're born 1985, 8, 5 add together is also 13. So 1 plus 3 equal to 4. Got it? Straightforward. After that, drop down to the second row, left to right. P is the sum of L and M. So 7, 9, 16, 1 plus 6 equal to 7. Continue to the right. Q is the sum of NO. So 1, 5 equal to 6. Continue downward. PQ will give you the sum of R. So 7, 6, 13, 1 plus 3 equal to 4. Now, underneath the inverted triangle, left 2, right 2. This 4 digit or this 4 number will be interrelated to the top 4 L, M, and O. Again, left to right systematically. So LP gives you S position. So 14 is a 5. Second number, MP will give you T position. So 9, 7, 16, 1 plus 6 equal to 7. At this point, S, T, S together give you the number beside it on the left, which is A. So 12 is the 3. Towards the right side, NQ will give you U position. So 1, 6 equal to 7. And V is the sum of OQ. So 5, 6, 11, 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Similarly, UV add together will form the number just beside it on the right, which is B. So 7, 2 equal to 9. After that, the second half, take notes. At this moment, you crisscross. Imagine you draw X and follow the sequence. Right? Not to worry, later I'm going to share a Vimeo link for you to follow. Okay. All right. No problem, don't worry, because you will be able to watch it after that. QR add together equal to W. So 10 is 1. While PR gives you X position. So 11 is 2. WX will give you C position. So 1, 2 equal to 3. At this moment, same thing, crisscross. XC gives you Y position, 2, 3 equal to 5. And WC gives you Z position, so 1, 3 equal to 4. Finally, YZ add together gives you the last number at the last, okay, at the bottom. So for this case, 5, 4 equal to 9. Anyone successful follow the calculation? I want you to tell me what is your last number at the bottom, the last one, all the way down. Anyone? Is there anyone managed to do the calculation? 9, Jaya 9. Anyone else? Eileen 9, Thomas 9, Joseph 9, Kara 9. Thank you very much. Why everyone is 9? I'm going to share with you later why is that so. Okay, so before that, ABC, as I said, you look at it, link up together, form two right angle triangle, which is Pythagorean formula. A squared plus B squared equal to C squared that Dr. Bernard have shared with you just now. But two of them linked together mean A plus B equal to C. Last number must be a 9. And that is one of the proofs. And in the middle, your R position is your universal character archetype. Who are you? So 3 proofs before I hand over back to Dr. Bernard. Proof 1. No matter how many people you use, everyone, the last number must be a 9. And total altogether, there's 6,561 combination. Right? It must be a 9. And that's the reason why everyone type in is a 9. Proof 2, check it. A, B, and C, check your calculation, those who successful. Your A, B, and C can only be 3, 6, or 9. Anyone, if yours is yes, type in a me. M-E, me. And third proof, A plus B equal to C. Thank you for confirmation. A plus B equal to C. What does it mean? Look at proof 1 with number. The A is a 3, B is a 9, C is a 3. Why? 3 plus 9 equal to 12. Split 1 plus 2 equal to 3. If your A is a 6, your B is a 6, your C can only be a 3 again. Why? Because 6 plus 6 equal to 12. Split 1 plus 2 equal to 3. If your A is a 9, your B is a 9, your C can only be a 9. Why? 9 plus 9 equal to 18. 1 plus 8 equal to 9. Check it. So if yours is also correct, type in a yes. Right? Because everyone, take note, all these 3 proofs must fulfill. And if that's the case, it must be a science because no way out. It cannot be no alternative. It must be this way. Right? So thanks for the confirmation, Jaya. And I will hand over back to Dr. Bernard. Dr. Bernard, please.
Yes, Mr. Senegi, thank you. So if it's not science, then what is it? So metaphysics is something that you cannot explain 100%. But science is something that you can explain
100%. And we can explain 100%. Right? So I'm going to share with you here what is predictable, right? Can you give me the, sorry, I need to have the link. Okay, thank you. So everybody, I want you to see here now that you know what is a number, can every one of you do me a favor? If you're ready, type in what is your universal character number. And I'm going to prove to you that using the 5 universal senses, we are 100% correct about you. So we have Eileen, number 1. Anybody else type in your UC number? We have Joseph, number 2. We have JR, number 3. Number 7. Anybody else want to type in? Because I'm going to explain your numbers. So all the numbers I see, I'll explain. Kara is 4. Fiona is 8. Right? I think Fiona, your name is been. I think your name is very unique. You might have seen a numerologist. Lin Yong is a 5. Kimberly, I think, is 7. I don't see number 3, number 5. So I will not explain. Number 3, number 5 don't have. Number 9 also don't have. Oh, 5 we have. Lin, sorry. Kimberly is 7. We don't have number 9. We don't have number 3. So 1, 2, 3, the other. 4 have. 5 have. 7 have. 6 don't have. Okay, so we don't have a number 6. Number 8, Wei Yang. Anybody else? Don't be shy to give me because I'm going to share with you your numbers, right? So, okay, let me share with you by sharing with you the journey of numbers, how the numbers come about and others, right? So over here, I just share, Louis Ng is number 6. Yes, we have number 6. So everybody see here, right? The story starts from the first person on this beautiful Mother Earth is called Adam. So the first number is a man's number. So being the first person, Adam, he has to feel and touch. What is this? What is that? Is this hot or is it cold? Is it hard or is it soft? After which he has to do innovation. Whatever he sees out there, he take a look and then he does innovation. He innovates with it. So number 1 person is known as a research-based innovator. So if you are number 1, and I see somebody who is number 1 just now, who is by the name of, let me see, Eileen. So Eileen, if I'm right, tell me I'm right. Eileen, you are number 1, you are known as kinesthetic person. You use your gut feelings to do things, am I right? So when you talk to people, this is how you express yourself. Can you feel how I feel now? Am I right to say that? I want you to feel how I feel, right? And then all these people here when people cry, they also can cry. Basically, they use a lot of feelings, gut feelings to do things. So over here, I just want to share with you, being a number one, you got good interpersonal skills. You are a very straightforward individual, but you are born a director, right? So number two come in the picture. So number two is a woman's number. So we have number two just now, it's a woman's number. And number two, yes, we have somebody, number two, Joseph, right? So Joseph, number two, only when Eve appear, then Adam has somebody to talk to. So number two is a woman's number, right? So this person come in, then there is communication, talk. So number two is a diplomatic communicator. A negotiator can talk very well. Now, being number two, everybody, you are actually very dominant in nature because to be a diplomat, to communicate and negotiate, if you are not dominant enough, then you will not get the result you want. Okay, so these are the salespeople. These are the people who are service provider, just like Mr. Anthony Robbins, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong, the President of United States, Joe Biden, Obama, all these are number two, right? And they can either sing well. Donald Summer, Jennifer Lopez also can sing very well. So they are gifted with the gift of the gap. And then number three come into the picture. So number three in the picture has to listen to what is going on and task-oriented taskmaster. They must carry out the job. They must actually deliver, right? And these are the people like the President of China, Xi Jinping, Cristiano Ronaldo, fast and aggressive, task-oriented. They can deliver. So Ronaldo has been delivering goals. And then we have Li Ka-shing. We also have Jack Ma, number three. We also have Malaysia Prime Minister, Mr. Anwar Ibrahim, right? All these are very powerful people. So I have number three here. There are some number three here that we have. Let me see who is that. Oh, no, we don't have number three here, sorry. Right, so task-oriented, very fast and aggressive people, very emotional people. Okay, and then we have number four come the picture. So number four, have to see to it is make sure that everything is done. And this person here is a strategic administrator. As a strategic administrator, this person needs data. No data, no talk. So they are the data people because with data, they love qualities. They love quality services with data. So these are the Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, Robert Kwok, Sir Richard Branson. Singapore next Prime Minister, Mr. Lawrence Wong, is also number four. Our Singapore elected president, Mr. Tharman, is also number four. So number four are very, very powerful people. They are the strategic administrator. Everything is law by law, everything. So very conscientious people. All these are very conscientious and compliance person, right? Then you, like I said, they love data, they love. So these are the chief administrative officer. Right? Number three are the operational officer. Number two are the CEOs. So here, principal developer, number five. So these are the people who are actually the chief development officer. Okay, so they don't compromise easily. They are the architect, they are the builders, they are the developer, just like Mark Zuckerberg, Mike Bloomberg, president, the ex-president of the Philippines, Duterte. All these people here are very principled, very grounded people. They should stick to their own principle. As such, people will think that they are very stubborn people. So they don't compromise easily with quality, right? So if you are number five, so we have a number five here, somebody by the name of, let me see, Lin Yong. So Lin, as a lady, got very high expectation of the other half. They got high expectation of people that you know very well, yeah? So here, So because you want quality, so you got high expectation, right? The next thing is number 6 come into the picture. So these are the right shoes protector. So now you have somebody to develop your business, your asset already in the next level. Then you need somebody to protect your assets, to protect the people. So you need a righteous protector, the police officers, the judge, right? You're the politicians, the businessmen, you are the banker, the financier, all these people come in. George Soros, right? Warren Buffett, Robert Kiyosaki, all these are the people, money, they got abundance, limitless, a lot of money, right? They attract finance and others. So these people here, they protect, they are very bold people, B-O-L-D, as bold as a police officer, right? Very bold people. And then next, come in. So now that you have people who actually take care of your asset, your money, financial matters and others, then problems begins to brew. So you got a lot of problems coming in already. So what do you need? Okay, so after the financial of the chief financial officer, number 6, you need to have the CEO, right? Elon Musk, the Binance CEO, right? So this you need to troubleshoot, you need to multitask. The most important thing, you need to solve problem. And to solve problem, you need to have engineering mindset. Engineering mindset. So people like Elon Musk. And then with that itself, then you need another COO to come in. Now, number 3, number 8 is a difference. Both are COOs, but this COO are the people who can go extra mile with commitment, with responsibilities, with discipline. So taskmaster, discipline taskmaster. They are the disciplinarian. They are the perfectionists. They want to make sure that everything is done correctly, and only a COO can do it, right? So like Donnie Yen, Neil Armstrong. Next, you have another person come in, number 9. So this person here must be business-minded creator. So he creates. To create, this person must be very good in packaging, to put viable, profitable ideas together. So people like John Fernandez, right? Talking about Colonel Sanders. Okay, so all these people, Asia, so they are very good in packaging. They have very good business acumen, very creative people, very forward-looking people. You need this, right? So these are the creators. These are the business people. Then you need something to have. Number 1 are the innovators. So these are the people like me. Number 1, we are the innovator. We always feel that there are more than one way to do things. That's why we are known as an innovator. We like to investigate, we like to probe until we find something of a good formula, right? So who are you? Where are you? So when you know all these, everybody, you actually have something called a masterpiece. So when you have your masterpiece of yourself, you can have many big truths in life. So over here, who are you? Where are you now? So you roughly know who you are now, not enough, right? The next thing is, whatever metrics you have here, whoever you are predictable. Just like every 9 years, there's a flu. So you see that in 1919, there's a flu, 1928, 37, 46, 55, 73, 82, 1991, 2002 SARS, 2011, 2020 COVID-19. So I told everybody 2020 there'll be a flu, COVID-19. So is this coincidence or is it destiny? Coincidence means that it might happen, it might happen, it might not happen. Destiny said it will happen. So every 9 years, history repeats in the same form or different form. So whatever that is predictable is preventable and manageable. So when you know something is going to happen, you can prevent it from happening. So I want to share with you that in 2029, there will be another flu coming in, and this is a bad one. right? Our Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong of Singapore, said Singapore has put aside $100 million to get more data to tackle the upcoming flu. He said it could be worse. So 2029, so you live to witness. So I'm going to share with you, even natural disaster, 1968, 1977, 1986, right? And then 2004, 2013, and I told everybody 2022 last year, there will be a tsunami. And in January last year, Hanga Tonga eruption and tsunami. So you might be thinking, how true? Now, everybody, I am an expert in 9 years cycle. I am an expert in 9 years cycle. Every year, I will do a convention to predict and teach people how to prevent, and teaching people and investors what to invest in. It's predictable. What are going to expect? And when is the financial crisis? World economists are saying that a financial crisis is coming. When? So I'm going to show you financial crisis is also predictable. So in 1980, you have the silver and gold price bubble. 1989, Nike Stock Exchange. 1998, Nasdaq.com, right? 1983, you had the Israel Bank stock crisis. 1992, Japan lost decade. 2001, you had the Nasdaq.com bubble. And 2007, you remember, US housing market crash. In 2016, you see that GBP, USD, crash. And 2025, everybody, will be the financial crisis. Now, because I'm the expert in this area, and in my own view, and I found this. All these, you can find this on the internet also. I just want to tell you something. It is not coincidence. It is destiny. So every one of you will live to witness what I say. Officially, it will be announced in 2025, that will be the financial crisis. So what triggered all these financial crises? I also teach this, but there are a lot of gurus in investment and others. They will come and see me every year to want to know more. And I'm really glad to share. Now, over here, I just want to share with you, even the wealthy people, right? All these people here, every one of you, you see that every one of you fit into one of these. So whether you're 1881, 2772, 3663, 999, or 4554, type in what is your number. So if you have any of these numbers here, life is about duality. If you know what is it means, you can manage it, and then your life will be good. But many of you don't even know what it means. So you are focusing in the wrong area of success. And many of you are having stress, but you need to work for money because you need the money to survive. And even no matter how stressed you are, you still have to work for money. So I'm going to share with you, when you know yourself, you do what you're supposed to do, you will have abundance and limitless. Now, many of you have typed in your numbers. Tell me how true is this? Tell me how true is this? Those who have any one of this number here, how many of you are having relationship, financial, or legal problems now, right now? Type in 555. How many of you are facing financial, relationship, or legal problems right now? Type it in, because I can help you to get rid of all these challenges. I can help you to make sure that all these can be erased as soon as possible. Don't wait, everybody, because you don't know. But when you know, you get abundance. So I've helped my trainee who just concentrate on one business only, and that is payment gateways. And he made $8.5 million last year. I helped another trainee to focus on social media, and he helps his client to make $16 million. And he made 15%, which is $2.15 million. So every one of you, you can. So when I focus on who am I make $3 million just within 2-3 years, right? So again, same thing, every one of you. Look at this: Robert Kwok, Mr. Richard Branson, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. They have similar numbers. I just want to tell you that whatever number you have, whatever number you have, you are given an equal opportunity to be successful. So to prove that all these are true and others, I'm going to do something actually to show you that This is Alfred Lee. He's a jewelry designer. So he used our methodology to integrate into system, and he's a pioneer now in this area, using integrating our AI technology into character profiling system into his business. And he said he got a lot of referral. Now his jewelry can be found in Chicago Museum, Alfred Lee. Not only that, he actually designed jewelries for Miss Universe. And today he's designing jewelries for Korean women, and he's doing so well that he has to start a factory in Thailand just to produce for all these Korean women. So I'm going to share with you the good news. The good news that you can be one of them. Now, no matter who you are, I'm able to share with you who you are and declutter yourself. Focus on just one area of success, and you can get your success as soon as possible. You don't need to spend your whole life, half your life enough for you to achieve what you're going to have. And you think that, hey, I want the good news. I want to be one of them. Give me a 666. 6 means to say that, hey, I want to feel, I have a feel of it, how to go about it. So type in 666. Okay, then here the good news is we are going to do a live reading. So for lucky participants like you, we are going to pick up 3 people to do live reading. So you enter your full date of birth, plus you need to type in one of the following, whether you want to know about career, business, or relationship, right? Just type in C, B, or R with your birth date. And from there itself, we are going to pick you up on the back end, and we are doing the an analysis. I don't even know you, everybody, but I can actually do an analysis, live analysis, right? So yes, we had the first person coming in. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Now, everybody, a lot of chairmen of big companies, presidents of companies and other associations. We have a CMO, CFO, CEOs, COOs, CAO, and others. All these people came to see me for analysis. And I charge 2,000 USD. If you wanted to be earlier, no. You have to queue up. If you want to pay me more money to be read, no. Right? Many people want to pay me a lot of money, say no, you have to queue up because I want to be fair to all my clients, right? And they all go back very happy. Now, many of these chairmen and others, they want to know who should succeed their business. What should they invest in? And I have been successfully helping all these people to actually make sure that they get the right people to succeed their business and invest correctly first time right. You can all do this. So over here we have No. Hanisa, say hello to me. No. No, say hello to me. No, say hello to me. No, I don't know you, you don't know me. I believe this is the first time you hear me calling your name. Now, no, you are 314. 314. Your number actually very similar as Lawrence Wong, the next Prime Minister of Singapore. So your profile said that, number 1, you are number 4. So you are a strategic administrator. You like to strategize and others. Being a number 4, you're a very conscientious and compliance person. Everything you do is law by law. Everything is based on facts and logic. Am I right? Now, you are born a consultant, my dear. No, honey, you are born a consultant, right? A person with wisdom. Okay. So being a number 4, like I say, you are actually a very self-regulated and self-managed person, right? Being a number 4 is also like Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, number 4, right? So I want to share with you that being a number 4, you're very visual. A very visual person, what job can you do? So anything you do with real estate, your career, insurance, real estate, sales, you can go to services. All these are good for you. You are born a teacher. No, you are born a teacher. You can be a coach. Now, you can learn what you are seeing today. What I'm teaching here is predictive psychology, right? Very uplifting kind of predictive psychology. You can actually learn this from us, right? And then, like I say, you are anything to do with psychology, you can also involve. Okay, can you tell me no? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And I can share with you whether it's right or wrong, and what do you want to become? Executive assistant. Executive assistant doing what kind of job? What do you do? You are 42 years old now, yeah? So you executive assistant, I think you are doing administrative work. Are you doing administrative work? Currently job as secretary for 23 years. Yeah, secretary job is a service. You can continue doing it. Okay, 23 years already, right? Executive, you can continue doing this. It's good for you. So if many people want to change job not because you don't like the job. Many people want to change job because of relationship problems, politics, am I right? Then you want to change job. Otherwise, no, secretary is good for you. Now, remember, no, your role is a deputy role. You are a deputy of the company. That means assistant, your secretary to your boss is very good, right? If they want to promote you to manager or director, I don't think you want, because you are actually born a deputy of a company, right? Congratulations, you can continue to do it. But can I ask you, do you want to know your weaknesses very quickly? Do you want to know your weaknesses? So you love data, your job, you love data. Your job also, you want to have quality in service, am I right? You love data, you want quality, you love quality services with data. Yes, you said yes. So everybody, to analyze a person, you take about 2 hours. But I just on the summary. So she's a very dedicated person. She's very individualistic person, right? She can do things by herself, but she's also a very straightforward individual. She say what she wants to say. Sometimes she hurt people, she doesn't care. She just tell the truth. The truth hurts. She will do it. Am I right to say that? Everything is yes, And then the next thing is your weaknesses is that you are a very emotional person. Okay? You only like to listen to good things. So you are something like a perfectionist, right? And then you like to see very, very good things, for example, right? So because of that, sometimes you might antagonize people because you're doing your job. So you want things to be done perfect, right? So thank you so much, Noor, Aniza. Everything I said, yes. I'm very emotional person, very sensitive. Yeah, not I say, numbers say so. Yeah. Not only that, you got a very sour heart. Your heart is always very sour. Okay. Stay tuned until the end. I promise you, you will learn this and you will become a much better person and much healthier person. All right. Thanks, Noor. Let's move on to the second person. I don't even know, right? And the second person here we have is Chris. Chris Lee. Say hello to me, Chris. Chris, say hello to me. Hi, hello, Chris. Chris is number 5. Yeah, 5 is a developer. So, Chris, you are a very powerful developer, right? Business developer. You can develop, you can build. You are an architect, don't forget. So, Chris, you are a developer, an architect. So, you love quality. You don't compromise easily, right? You have a stern look. Some people say you have poker face, not approachable. But when people talk to you, you are a very nice person. Am I right, Chris? Quite true. You are a very nice person. People think that you're very stubborn, but because you cannot compromise easily with quality. So because of that, when it comes to you're very unpredictable when it comes to your mood sometimes. So being a number 5, Chris, you are never a normal worker. You are actually a commander. You are actually a commander. So you are known as olfactory. Olfactory means smell. You got a very good sense of smell. Am I right to say that you have very sensitive nose? Yes or no? You got sensitive nose, right? So be careful of your stomach also. Stomach also be very careful. Okay. So the other thing I want to share with you is that being a number 5, you are also very filial, 孝顺. Are you a filial child? It says here you are filial, right? 孝顺, right? And over here, because you are very straightforward individual. Now, Chris, can you tell me whether you are married or not? Yes or no? Are you married? Yes. So you have sons, am I right? You have sons, am I right? Yes or no? No kids, no kids yet. Okay. Because I'm looking at your profile only. You should have, but you don't have because I have to look at your spouse profile. I have to see her profile because to see how many children, we need to have see two together, right? So they can supersede one another. Okay, whatever it is, Chris, number 5, you want to go business because you got good sense of direction, very good sense of smell. So you actually can go into anything to do with real estate, construction, right? You can go into a services, okay? You can go into food business also. You can go into food business also, right? So services also can. So what do you want to do? What kind of business do you want to do? Tell me, right? What do you want to do? Because your profile actually is a good profile. Your profile here, if you know how to work on this, your profile is the same as my brother, right? Who is actually doing very well in souvenirs, right? So how about financial business? Financial businesses, you support, But if you are talking about financial services in terms of services, in terms of financial services, uh, businesses and services is a little bit different. You are better off with services, right? Services. Can you describe what kind of financial businesses business are you looking into? Let me know what kind of financial business. If I'm going to forex and others, is good. Not stock market. Stock market is not for you. Trader, congratulations, can. Trader supports you. So trading supports you. So I have many trainers, people who came to see me, and they are number 5. Today they are very good. They are very good forex trader. So congratulations, you can go into that area. All right. But you need to know your weaknesses. As a trader, you like to listen to good things. You like to see good things, right? And you are very, very straightforward individual. Okay. Can I ask you this question, Chris? Are you a very emotional person, very impatient person, and a very aggressive, arrogant person? Are you or not? Right? The profile said that you are, right? Not so. Actually, it says here if you are dealing with your bosses, then you will not express yourself so much, right? But in relationship, you will express a lot. Now over here, congratulations, Chris. You are born a unicorn. You are born a unicorn means to say that you are born a very rich person, right? You can go into investment. You can go into many things, right? So I see that you can go into the few things I said to you, like food. Also, you can go to F&B. You can go into services. You can go into trading. You can go into. Every one of us got 3 choices. You can. You are basically born a master of psychology. So if you want to climb ladder of success, you have to learn from us about character profiling, right? I'll show you, right? You can grow and grow and grow very fast. But you are a very powerful developer. But Chris, I like to warn you that you have a bankruptcy number. You have a bankruptcy number. So I want you to be more careful of what you do because you're 59 now, right? You're 59 now. You're sitting on the many challenges. So even your relationship, if you don't pay attention, there are some challenges there also, right? So be more careful in this area. Okay. Now, Chris, because you like to learn from older people when you're young, you like to learn from people. So as such, you are actually a consultant in the making. Can you tell me very quickly what do you do now? Because you are born a commander, what do you do now? What do you do now? Yes, 2024, same as taught by Chinese feng shui. Yeah, 202. What do you mean? Yes, 2024, same as taught by Chinese feng shui. I'm retired. Okay, you're retired. Okay, if you're retired and happy, awesome. But remember, you are actually at number 5, very powerful number. You are born a commander. So if you want to go to trading and others, you can. Go into services, very good for you. Okay. My daughter is number 5. She's in insurance, and she's doing very, very, very well. Right. She qualified for 3 years, $1 million round table. So she's doing very well. So if at number 5, you can also. Right. Having said so, thank you so much. Thanks, Chris. Next person. Right. I want to share with. Then I have to go to the seminar proper after this. Then if there's time available, I will read for more people. I want you all to stay tuned because I'm basing on science to talk to you, right? So over here, I have the next person, Jaya. Hi, Jaya, say hello to me. Jaya, you're number 2. Number 2 is a diplomatic communicator, right? Jaya, you are born a diplomatic communicator, a negotiator, one of my trainee in real estate. Today, he called himself a chief negotiator, a diplomatic. He called himself a diplomatic communicator and negotiator in real estate. He's the only person using the title, and he's doing very, very, very well, right? From a person who thought that he's an introvert, right? And he's born an extrovert, but he thought he's an introvert because of his family of origin. Now, number 2, I have another lady who is number 2. Now she's a feng shui master. Her whole family of origin is introvert. And she's an extrovert, but she didn't know. So I told her she is an extrovert. She now go into consultation. So she's a feng shui master now. Now, over here it says you are a person who can go into service. You have an engineering mindset, right? So you have a relationship. Now, everybody, I want you to see if your profile is 7227, 2 numbers combines together. So if you have 5775, 2772, he has all the number. 13, if you got 13, 2552, right? 7337. Now, all this number, Jaya, you have is about relationship problem, right? Because you are a person who always talk first. You like to talk first. Am I right to say, Jaya? Anything you want to talk, you like to talk first, right? That is your weakness. And because of sense of action, with the way you talk can go wrong, right? With people. So because of that, so you like to argue with facts, and sometimes the facts can go wrong. So I will urge you to look into this area. And I also say that you are a very sensitive person who likes to listen to good things and see good things. So you want to see perfect in somebody, right? And because of that, there are some challenges. Again, I have to see the other party to tell you more. But on your own itself, I can say that actually you be more careful. Don't enter into third-party relationship. Okay, Jaya, don't enter into third-party romantic relationship because you have referral businesses. You have many people you get to know, and because of that, you might enter into a third-party relationship. Otherwise, to give you some good news, everybody see her profile below, 9669, shows you have investment success. Okay, Jaya, you have investment success. So learn about this. And your weaknesses here in the relationship is because you sometimes like to repeat what you say. Did anybody ever tell you that you like to repeat what you say? In another word, some people might say that you are very naggy. You like to repeat what you say, right? So be more careful in this area, because some people don't like people to repeat and repeat and repeat, right? But you have a number say that you pay and pay means, and you also have many relationship issues, such as if you are married, you don't need to go for, because your number 2 is a woman's number, right? Naturally, people like you, right? So if you are married and you tell a married man you're married, they will say, I love married women. Okay, so you attract a lot of people, right? You have this charisma to attract many people to your life. But because your profile said that the way you communicate, so your communications, your sense of direction in people in terms of communications, right? In terms of how you see things and others. So I see a lot of challenges in the numbers in terms of relationship. Now, if you are trainees, you will see, anybody see this profile, you will know that there are many challenges in relationship. 2, 5, 5, 7, 8, 5, 5, 8. All these are relationship problem numbers, right? So thank you so much. If you are married, try not to sleep separately from your spouse, right? You have a number say that the challenges this year is not good for you. Okay, am I right to say that this year so-so, next year will be okay for you? Okay, my dear Jaya, next year is good for you, right? Next year is good for you. All right, having said so, thank you everybody, because I have time, I have to follow my schedule. Let me go back to my proper schedule first. Now, having said so, Jaya, you are a communicator. Now, when you come for the 5 senses, everybody, we are talking about 5 senses, visual, olfactory, gustatory, auditory, or kinesthetic. We are 100% correct, because this profile is very precise. Not I say, practitioner in neuro-linguistic programming will tell you that our methodology, when it comes to the 5 communication language, is very accurate, right? So having said so now, I'd like to show you a 1-minute testimony on what Siti have to say.
I was thinking why my life keep on repeating the same problem. Then I realized that I got a lot of negative challenges that I didn't solve, I didn't manage properly. Okay, I'm Siti Zanaria. I'm working in the service industry. Before I joined Dr. Bernard class, I was thinking about myself, why my problem is keep on repeating. I'm already 54. I have a family issue, marriage issue, financial issue. Then when I come to this class, I was so surprised that I got all the answer to my question. Even my strength, I didn't know that I got a strength that I can manage and my life will be better. So this is what I learned from Dr. Bernard. In fact, I'm very blessed to have these 3 children. They have beautiful numbers that I can actually guide them, nurture them to how to go through the journey of their life. So I think this class is definitely good for me and my family. Thank you.
Thank you, Siti. Now, every one of you, Siti actually was surprised that I can see all the challenges she had in the past. Because numbers don't tell the truth. So I told her exactly what I saw. She said, all this happened to me already. And I told her that there are more problems coming up. Then she said, thank you so much. Then she asked me a question. She said, Dr. Bernard, since you know all my past problems today, does it mean that if I know you earlier, or I learned this earlier, I get all the tools that you are imparting, with the tools itself, I will not face all these challenges in life? I said, yes. I said, you are right. Because I said to her, whatever that is predictable is preventable and manageable. And I told her that our life is just like the tip of the iceberg. Many of you didn't know that. It means a small indication of a bigger problems. So I told her, whatever that is predictable is preventable and manageable. And I told her also that you can prevent damages before it happens. Now, many of you didn't know that there are big challenges in front of you. And many of you went into big challenges and you see dangerous pitfalls ahead of you, but you don't even know. So how to prevent? So like I say, prevention is cure. So our methodology is just like a weather forecast. So in the weather forecast, they say that, oh, tomorrow is going to rain heavily. So the fact is that you cannot stop the rain from coming down. But with this methodology, there is actually an alternative. So you heard all the testimonies already, 3 testimonies, right? You heard, when you know yourself, you can capitalize on who you are to have instant and predictable success. So I want you to hear what Dr. Moore have to say. So Dr. Moore is a psychologist, our trainee. So he said, this methodology exceeded all his expectations, our profiling system. And he said that I deliver your money's worth and much more. More importantly, he said, I provide the tools that you need to shape an enduring, effective future to reclaim lives. So I'm going to share with you here, join our community of more than 50,000 people. So before COVID-19, I used to be the keynote speakers in wealth convention in many countries. And over here, other countries I have been to. And over here, we talk about our communities, right? Vietnam universities and others, and NTU, SMU, Sarawak Technology Universities, right? And I want you to join the committee of more than 50,000 people, right? Offline classes we have in the past. And because of COVID-19, we go to online. And online, I didn't know that we attracted so many people, right? And over here, your way of life is through the clarity of the life journey. So your life journey, you must have a blueprint that gives you the roadmap, right? And of your masterpiece so that you do what you're supposed to do. So on the 6th of January 2024, allow me to become your mentor for one day, right? And if you are busy on the 6th of January, you can join us on the 1st of February, right? This is online anyway, right? You can learn this in the comfort of your house. You can actually have snacks and coffee in front of you. All right. So yes, the clarity of the life journey. Again, take out a pen and a paper to write this down. Now, over here, what will you get? Now, every one of you, because you are not given the tools to know who you are, now we are going to give you the innate tools, the tools that you know using your innate abilities, your innate abilities. So how to achieve natural self-mastery, right? Clarity of your true self, you must have 3 keys to success. So the first key is know. You need to know your true identity. The second is to understand your innate abilities. And the third thing is how to apply who you are, your innate ability in the real world. So many people fail is because you don't know how to apply yourself in the real world. So self-discover your unique natural path so that you won't be trying to teach yourself like a fish how to climb a tree, but instead to be the best in your natural character. So number 1, understanding the journey and meaning of frequency numbers to elevate your character and maturity within just a few simple shifts in the approach. So you don't need to make massive changes. And number 2, interpret your personal foundation metric, your own metric. So learn how to correct your weaknesses and manage your strengths. Why? Because this will help you towards the right predictable path while protecting you from dangerous pitfalls. Very unnecessary. People become bankrupt and others just because you don't know your innate abilities, right? So your innate abilities need to be discovered and uncovered by you. Now, mastering the root cause, understanding consequences, effects, and enhance your whole life desired outcome. This is the CEO of your life. The cause, effect, and outcome is called the cause CEO of your life. If you put the E in front, it becomes the ecosystem of yourself. So you need to know, right? You need to know all this. The next thing is how to enrich your predictive life destination outcome and enhancing your lifetime destiny success. So you have a lifetime destiny success that actually help you to focus. So when you focus, you get the best results you want. So the next thing is that when you are learning this, you come across people born in year 2000. How do you do the calculations? When you come across people who are born as twins or triplets, they are born on the same day, same time, different time, or different year also possible. How to go about doing the calculations? And what about psychology of selling? So uplifting, predictive psychology of selling. Are you an introvert, extrovert, ambivert? Are you an idealist, pragmatist, or realist? Why you need to know all this? Because you want to sell something to somebody. You need to know how people do, see, think, and act. How do you respond? How do you do, see, think, and act? How you respond? Using universal rapport technology. So we teach you all this because we teach you how to bridge the culture between two persons, your language or the relationship using the character traits. And if you come across this, my Facebook personal page also, I got 5,000 people on my public page. You'll see that I have many real estate agents or real estate or direct selling people. Besides marketing, advertisement, a lot of parents. Why? Because you must know who want to buy what kind of products. So if you are insurance, there are only three types of people, idealists, pragmatists, or who is likely to buy buy your house for amenity. They are looking for amenities, or they are looking for rental yields, or they are looking for investment. Just like insurance agent, you will know straight away whether this person wants to buy endowment policy or whole life, or they want to buy investment policies. You know straight away, right? And you speak their language. When you speak their language, you close sales faster. Now, the next thing is you need to know star of knowledge, your guiding star. So there is a guiding star supporting, controlling or supporting. Many of you do business or you go into direct selling or sales, you get stuck because you don't know whether this job is good for you or not. This investment or startup or business is good for you. You don't know. So we teach you what controls you, right? And what supports you and what you control, very important. So with this itself, you will never make mistakes. You can do things first time right. You do it wrong because you are going to a business that control you. You are going to business that you are supporting, always coming out money. Or why don't you look for a business that always give you money? And then you are always in control. That's why you grow and grow and grow. For many of you go into wrong ventures. Now, how to pinpoint your unique career, business, and investment skills to potentially achieve breakthrough in just half the required time? Half the required time on it, right? So identifying your most ideal career, best choice business, and most ideal investment. Do it first time right with the right people. And then here, we include study or learning techniques for parents and for yourself also. Then we are going to integrate our system, Pythagoras Character Development Theory, DISC, and Neuro-Linguistic Programming into this framework so that you learn more and more precise when you come to dealing with people, yeah? Now, the next thing I want to share with you is that how to improve your relationship with your family members and loved ones, right? Get everybody to communicate with you without you nagging like a broken record. And the next thing is that character is the lifeblood of friction, because that is where our root cause of our universal communication language come from. So Chinese, there is a saying, 八字相冲, characteristic clashes. How to harmonize it, how to align it, how to balance it. We teach you all this. The next thing you need to know, A and B, you and another party. So you are looking for golden compatibilities. You are looking for relationship management. You are looking for managing differences, dealing with difficult people, conflict and anger management. Just like that, everybody. Just like that. Just like that, because numbers don't tell lie, right? So we are going to pass you all the skills that, all the tools that you need. Now, the next thing is, this is a book that I'm going to give away, right? This is actually a lifetime user manual of the mind, comprehensive ebook. If you want this, type in 7777 is luck, right? So you have the problems, you have the solution, you have the discovery, you have the proof, you have the calculations already. Now you have the promise. So the promise here is that if you learn these three things already, you get the tools that we give you. The tools is actually for you, not other people, for living your best life, so that you won't get sick easily. So health is number one and greatest wealth. So prevent yourself from suffering from very major health crisis. That is very important, right? The next thing is how much is it worth? So can somebody type in for me, how much do you think your health is worth? Your health is worth how much? Somebody can type in for me. Then if I can help you to know yourself, so that you go into investment or business first time right, and then you start a money-making vehicle for passive income. And many of my trainees, they love to have passive income. But the more passive income activities they go into, the more money they lose. So now I'm teaching you how to go into the right passive income business. So money-making vehicle. If I can help you to have a job or career that you actually get promotion always and truly enjoy and stay employable always, is that what you want? What about if I can help you to have a relationship very meaningful and very harmonious? Is that what you want? If yes, then if I can give you and help you and give you the tools to actually to be able to communicate and understand your family members, your loved ones, is that what you want? And if I can give you the tools to actually help you to access to who you are and have relevant degrees for you, your children. So relevant degree is so important. What about if I can help you to do business or investment first time right? Is that what you want? Thank you for all the priceless. Thank you so much. So if I can help you, so investing in your true self pays the best and highest interest. So if I may ask everybody to look at the word, how much it is worth, right? Investing in yourself, 279. Now, everybody, not this. Because today you came here to support us, and today, this Singapore discovery, every family, somebody must learn this. I'm going to give you a lot of bonuses. So the first bonus I'm going to give you is that this is not just another course, right? This is actually an essential course. For what? For living your best life. That's the very, very important thing that I'm going to give you. The next thing is, look at this, everybody. Your key, your algorithm. Your number is your legacy. So I want you to see which key should you use. Many of you are using the wrong key to open the lock. So you cannot unlock. So you find that you are always stuck and you want to have breakthrough in life, you cannot. And you see that people are overtaking you and you are plateauing and get very frustrated because you are using the wrong key to open the lock of success. So we give you the right key, the key that belongs to you. We are not using law of attraction. Law of attraction gives you so many tools, but we give you the right tools, right? And over here it says, right, bonus number 1 again, the essential life-changing tools you should not miss, offered by midnight today, the clarity of the life journey. Number 1, 60% off for today. So the first 25 people who register today will get all these bonuses coming up. So 97 is not 1 day, it's 2 days. So you attend this seminar for 2 days. You divide by 2, it's less than $50 a day. Less than $50 for 2 seminars. It's less than 50 cents a day, right? So over here, I just want to share with you, inclusive of GST. Now, next year, we are going to charge GST. If you cannot make it on the 6th or the 1st February, you register today, you still get the same price, not 279, but 97, but you attend 2 days, you don't need to pay GST. We absorb the GST, okay? After midnight tomorrow, back to 279. So this is just for you. Now there's a link on the right-hand side. You can, those who are interested can link in straight away to get all these bonuses coming up. So the second bonus we are going to give away is that receipt. Like I say, you can come in to sit another full day for free, right? Worth 97. And the next thing I want you to see is that this comprehensive ebook worth millions of dollars, right? We have put in tons of sweat to do this, right, over the past 15 years. So this book will be given to you and it's in color. It's in color, right? Now, how to register for February intake? You can register now, right? We will keep in touch with you. So bonus number 4 is this book is all about you and you and you and nobody else. Your strength, your weaknesses, your hidden potential. Characteristically, you are and socially, whether you're introvert, extrovert, or ambivert. Are you an idealist, pragmatist, or realist? How do you do, see, think, and act? How do people do, see, think, and act? How you respond to yourself, to others? Your most ideal career pathways, right? Your health, your potential health challenges, how to live 18 years to 27 years more healthily, right? We integrate this with many other systems to show you that this is awesome, including IQ and EQ profiling. And it comes in about 100 pages, and it came with a certificate of authenticity to show that this is from us. The next thing is I want to show you back again, four bonuses right now. There is another bonus coming up, every one of you, because I know many of you are wondering, if you learn from me, and let's say halfway through, you find that, hey, this is not for me, you know. So I don't want you to take unnecessary risk, and I'm going to remove your risk and your fear, right? Fear of learning the wrong thing. So I'm going to give you something called money back guarantee, right? And this money back guarantee applies before lunch. After lunch, or whatever gift we give it to you, we will give it to you already, right? Because you trust us, we trust you. So far, nobody wants to get ask for money back guarantee, because every minute and second, you learn all about yourself. And within one day, we give you all the skills, all the tools that you need to be successful in all areas of your life, right? So this is for you, and how to manage people and others. Now, the next thing is, the next thing is that we entertain questions. If you want to ask any questions, you can ask it on the right-hand side. But just now, somebody asked me, if you register for February or even March, you register right now, right? If you don't come, we can detect. We will tell you, right? When's the next seminar? And then for those people attended already, we will also invite you for the second sitting for free. Okay. Now we have actually our senior staff who will be sitting inside the online seminar, and then they take your question, they help you to understand, right, what you don't know, right? So this is for you. And so before I go, I like to quote a very famous author of 7 Habits of Effective People. So he's none other than Stephen R. Covey. Now, Stephen R. Covey said something I agree with him. He said, live your life by a compass, not a clock. But you know something? There are 2 words missing. So I add in the words, live your life by an instant and predictive compass. Why, everybody? Because only an instant and predictive compass can help you to navigate the precise directions, where you want to go, how to focus, how to declutter. And every day you have to make life-making decisions. And many of you make wrong life-making decisions daily. So we have to correct this. And most important thing is that every one of us want to live the best life. So the best version of your life is not from other people, everybody. It's through yourself. So knowing yourself, according to a great Greek philosopher, Socrates, is the first step to your personal success. And we are going to give you all these tools that belong to you. We are not going to give you tools that doesn't belong to you, right? So we teach you something called universal law of clarity. We give you the essence of thoughts, not just thoughts. The essence of thoughts will make your reality, your dreams come true faster, easier, and smoother, right? You don't need to go in circle in life, right? Thank you so much. How do I register? I went to the link, but it can't find the rest. Okay, somebody, can you help Joseph? Okay, any more questions that you need to do? Now, can I ask also this, because there's so many people here, how many of you want to learn this and become a coach? How many of you want to learn this and become a consultant, right? Give me a 888. 888. Say, oh, I want to learn this to become a consultant. I want to do this as a business because the fastest growing business on this beautiful Mother Earth is called Life Mentor Coaching. And this is the first step for you to know whether you want to pursue this or not, right? You want to pursue this as a business or not. So 888 or 1, 2, wow, quite a number of you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Su Fan, yes, Thomas, Fiona, and Chris. Thomas again, yeah, Wei Yang, Jaya. Now, just to let you know, everybody, just to let you know that many of our trainees are actually doing this as a part-time or full-time business, right? You can charge up to $200, $300 for an analysis, right? So this is for you. So if you want to become our trainer, first thing first, please quickly come for this seminar because this is for you, right? To know whether you want to pursue this as a career or not. Now, the next thing is that if you have any friends, relatives, friends, or loved ones who are in trouble, who are facing many challenges, don't wait. Pay for them to attend. Pay for them to attend because they need your help, right? Because they can't reach me. Now that you reach me, so I have a trainee who introduced their friends who just came up from jail, for example. Children who are lost, don't know what to do. There are people who sponsor their grandparents and parents to attend our seminar. We have actually 3 generations coming to learn together, right? Because they want to know each other, why they quarrel, why they always have problems, right? So this is something I can offer you. Now, parents here, please come attend because parents don't feed your child with fish always. We give you the tools to teach your child how to fish, right? Because you teach your child how to fish is not good enough. You need to give your child the right tools to how to fish, right? We teach you that, right? The survival skills that you need. Now, many of you want to achieve natural self-actualization. Now, where do you get natural self-actualization? Natural means your nature self. Your nature means your character. And this is the only character profiling system in the whole world that tell you exactly who you are, what you should do, and you can retire younger, more successful. The most important thing is healthily. Many of you retired with a lot of illnesses. Just not my brother. I went for 3 days retreat last weekend. On the second day, I received a message from my brother asking for help. Breathlessness. Temperature went up to 40 degrees. We quickly get the ambulance to send him to hospital. This morning, he was told that COVID-19 is no more there, but he has colon cancer. So he is very sad. He cried silently. My brother texted to us. He said, "First time I cried silently." He's very worried. Again, everybody, you can retire healthily. When you know and get the right tools to do your job, you'll be happy. A lot of diseases come from where? Come from your career, business. You are in the wrong business. Your wrong career. So get it right. Get it right. Okay? With that itself, thank you so much, everybody. Right? So how to live a life with less stress or no stress? The choice is not up to me. The choice is yours. Many of you will be wondering, today, if I say that the cost is $500, $600, many of you will still sign up. But I want to make sure that I reach out to every one of you so that every one of you can actually quickly access to these tools, which are universal. That means to say that these tools belong to you. Wherever you go for the rest of your life, you can use the tools, right, to actually navigate the right direction always. Most important thing, to make the right everyday decisions. Every day you need to make decisions. Every day you need to meet people, and there's no more quarrels. All right. With that itself, thank you so much, Fiona. Thank you so much for registering, right? I just register will do, yeah. Just register will do. Don't worry, we will send. Now we have a Telegram, right? Just now there's a Telegram QR code. You actually capture it, and then with our members, all the information will be there, right? We have already 1,000 over people already, almost 1,500 already, right? Started not long ago. So please become part of us. Now grab your bonuses, everybody, right? The first 25 people will give it to you, right? So we'll still give it to you. Now I think it's still available. So this 97 is actually inclusive of GST, right? So for those people who registered today, if you come on January, February, you still don't need to pay GST. 9% we still absorb the GST. All right. Now with that itself, thank you everybody. Love you all. Take care of yourself. I'd like to give you a high five. Right. Keep safe and stay safe. Don't forget to put on your mask. Okay. Don't put the okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Cheers. Bye-bye.